It was important to me to get all of our retro consoles up on display. We used to have every single one of them connected to our TV with crappy little AV cables and switches, but we hardly ever played them. It makes it a nightmare to try to connect anything new or to take a console out of there and plug it in somewhere else, which I do quite often. So I thought it would be better to just have everything on display. And if we ever wanted to play anything from the archive, it would be super easy to take out and set up. Of course, the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One are all hooked up and ready to go elsewhere. Those aren't getting dusty anytime soon. There's a black box underneath each console in our archive that serves as a stand and also houses all of that console's cables. I got all of these at the Container Store. You would not believe how many containers they have. They have a lot of containers. They range from $5 to $15, mostly $5, but the Xbox 360 needs a big boy box. For wrapping up cables, I highly recommend a roll of double-sided Velcro. It's reusable and much easier to hang on to than twisty ties. The shelves themselves are the Billy from IKEA. The thin ones are $50 and the big one is $70. I already had two of the three, that's why I decided to go with this. If I didn't already had them, I might have gone with the Kallax for that nice grid pattern. Who names these? My problem with it is it's a little bit too tall for me, and I don't like how there's no back. The lights are from Amazon. You can really get any lights that you want, but these are made by Hit Lights. It's 3 sets that I got for $25 each. I got 2 of them a while ago, and the new one's white doesn't look the same as the other whites. Purple is fine though, so I'm just sticking with that. If you put the IR sensors for all of them in the same spot, one remote can control all of them. But if you just connect them all to one power strip, it'll remember the last settings you used when you turn them on. They come with adhesive, but the adhesive is awful. So use either gaff tape or electrical tape, any black tape. I also put a strip of black tape in front of the lights, hanging slightly over the lights to block them. The bottom ones you can kind of fudge, since no one's gonna get that low. Hanging on the walls are just original comic book pages that I've collected over the years. You can get these from a couple of different websites, but I recommend getting them straight from the artist if you're lucky enough to catch them at a convention. They usually have portfolio books you can buy from. The giant posters, though, are a little bit more on the cheap side. I decided instead of shelling out the money for giant art prints, I would just take some screenshots from SNES and Genesis games that are already at their native resolution, and I would blow them up to print resolution in Photoshop. It's very simple. Just make sure to change the resample setting to nearest neighbor so the pixels are nice and crisp. I got 3 sets because I wasn't sure which ones I wanted to go with, and they were pretty cheap anyway. You can get 24 by 36 posters printed from Vistaprint for just $15 each, or overnight prints for just $10, but neither of these would have come in time, so I just got them from a local print shop. When I hang multiple frames, especially when they're gonna be on camera, I go a little bit overboard and I mock it up in Photoshop just so I can get the arrangement just right. And I don't use any levels because I want them optically straight, not metrically straight. My floor might be a little uneven, the ceiling might be a little bit uneven, and the bookshelves might be a little uneven. Everything is hung with command strips, so you don't even have to ruin your walls. I got ones that hold up to 12 pounds and ones that hold up to 16 pounds, so there's nothing to worry about here. All of the frames were bought from Target for very cheap. My only problem with them is the small ones have glass in them and the big ones have clear plastic. So when I use my studio lights, there's a lot of glare. For our old setup, I took all of the glass out of all of the picture frames for this reason. But since these comic book pages are expensive, I decided to keep them behind glass. I'll figure out the lighting situation another time. Of course, all of these consoles have a ton of accessories. That's where these drawers come in, $5 each at Target. Of course, there's also all of the games, but we're gonna require a couple more bookshelves for those. I wish I could show off the handhelds a little bit better. Izzy has a great solution to this. He has all of his Game Boys strapped into shadow boxes with Velcro, so if he ever wants to play one, he can just rip it out of the box. To top off our setup, we have some of our collectibles. There's far too many in this goddamn house, but I thought these fit the setup best. The best among them being this first 4 figures Sonic statue. They make great stuff, but they're very expensive. Statues like this make great gifts though, so get somebody to buy you one. Some collector's editions of games have really nice statues, like we got the Overwatch one and the one from Sonic Mania, of course. We don't have every console imaginable, but I'm proud of what we have. It's a nice dose of nostalgia every time I look at it. It would be a shame to just tuck these away in a box or leave them to rot in a cabinet. I want these consoles lit up, each on their own pedestal. They deserve as much. Oh, and how could I forget the Will Smith shrine? So what do you guys think about this way to display your game collection? How do you display your game collection? Tweet me pictures. And of course, leave it in the comments below, at me on Twitter, all this other social media garbage. It's something that I wanted to do for a while, and I figured the best way to get it done is to make a video out of it. So I'm forced to do it. And it's gonna be the background for Wulff Den Live and pretty much all of these videos, so people are gonna ask questions about it. So here's all the answers. As always, we got new videos all of the time. Here's our schedule in a pinned tweet over on our Twitter. Wulff Den Live every single Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. We also have streams over on twitch.tv/WulffDen, where I've been playing Pokemon Yellow a lot. And don't forget about don't forget about WulffDenApparel.com, where you can get one of these guys. It's the best way to help support our channel and also get yourself something that actually looks good, not like these other YouTube channels. And if you don't want to do that, the most important thing that you can do is just subscribe and share this video with a friend who needs to display their retro collection in a better way than they're doing now. Thank you guys very much. You have yourself a very good week.